Good evening, and welcome to Creative Broadcasting, the station of unlimited possibilities. Presents Creating Your Seat at the Table with your host, Ashley Little, as she welcomes her guest to the table.
Welcome to Creating Your Seat at the Table. I am your host, Ashley Little. A little bit about me. I'm a corporate professional by day, entrepreneur by night, two-time best-selling author, host of Authors on the Rise, speaker, co-founder of Sweetheart Scholars Nonprofit, owner and creator of Creative Broadcasting, and co-founder and owner of Talk Radio and TV Network, LLP. Today we have my special VIP guest. Her name is Jessica Mosley. A little bit about her. A talented and dedicated public relations professional, Jessica Mosley has more than 7 years of experience helping organizations communicate more effectively. She has developed strategic communication plans, garnered extensive media coverage, produced marketing materials, coordinated special events, and a host of other communication activities. She is regularly invited to speak to female business owners and industry leaders on a variety of topics, including the business benefits of social networking and strategic management of communications activities. Her background in banking and healthcare brings a well-rounded perspective to her work with J. Mosley PR clients. Her insight into the media comes from her experience as a journalist for multiple media affiliates such as Huffington Post, Sheen Magazine, and Forbes. The Miss CEO radio show, which airs in Los Angeles, Miami, Chicago, Indianapolis, and Detroit. Jessica is also the owner of J. Mosley Publishing PR firm and the Miss CEO Society for Coaches. Jessica's clients have appeared on the Steve Harvey Show, ABC, MSNBC, Expire TV, Yahoo Finance, Good Day Charlotte, Forbes, Huffington Post, Black Enterprise, Essence Online, Good Morning America, and OWN. Welcome, Jessica Mosley.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. You reading that resume, I'm like, oh my God.
I know you don't like it, but I have to let you know who you are.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much, more than you ever know. Really, for real.
You are welcome.
You're wonderful. You're such a wonderful person.
You are too, and I'm honored and humbled to be able to interview you today. So I know I read your bio, but I want you to tell the listening audience a little bit more about yourself.
Well, above all of those accolades, I'm just a woman who loves God. I'm a wife. I'm a mother, and I'm a sister. I'm like your best friend. So I'm somebody who's always supporting and pushing, empowering, and just pushing a woman to be the best that she can be. My favorite hashtag is real women don't compete, they collaborate. I'm all about collaboration and how can we work together for everyone to be, the best that they can be. So yes, absolutely. I'm excited.
I love that. So Jessica, tell us a little bit more about your entrepreneur journey, how it started and where is it at now and how things are going. Could you walk us through your entrepreneur journey?
Absolutely. So when I started, I've always been a natural born salesperson. When I started doing my radio show, I only did it because one of my friends was doing it. It wasn't because I had, it wasn't like I just wanted to be a radio host. You know what I mean? I love the radio. I was one of them girls that always was, tape. You remember when we used to have tape? And we would tape the songs off the radio?
Yes.
I was one of the people that listened to WGCI because I'm right outside of Chicago, and listened to the Tom Joyner Morning Show and the Yolanda Adams. So one day my friend called me and said, hey, girl, I got a radio show. I'm like, monkey see, monkey do. She got one. I want one too. And so that's how I got into my entrepreneurial journey. But little did I know that I was going to be an entrepreneur. I was just doing it because others were doing it. You know what I'm saying? So from radio to publishing books, I got into publishing books because I was in a book collaboration and it was about 30 of us. And the woman, when we got to DC for the book signing, it was an old library building with a tablecloth and peppermint, but we had paid over $1,000 to be in this book. I was highly disappointed because I was like, oh my God, is this all that we get? And we had a cameraman there just taking pictures with a regular little camera. And I knew that that was not what excellence looked like. So I just made it, I said, I'm going to do my own book because I was disappointed that somebody had ripped us out almost over $40,000 and they only thought enough of us to go get a free library room and put a tablecloth on there from Family Dollar. So that's how I got into publishing. And people say, well, can you publish my book? I'm like, yeah. You know, I mean, when I first started off, I was doing books for like $300. Didn't know nothing about it. I was just totally ripping myself off because, I mean, I was doing so much work. But the more I got into it, the more my name spread around about the quality of work that I did. And that's what got me into publishing. And then my business coach was the one who told me that I was doing PR. I didn't even know what PR was. You know, I would just call people. I sent an email on somebody's behalf because I made it a habit to develop relationships in media. So from radio to publishing books and now to PR. And then I did my own magazine, the Miss CEO Entrepreneurial Magazine for the Entrepreneurial Woman. And then from there to my school. So I have a fully accredited school for those who want to become a life or business coach. So certified business or life coach. So with that being said, I believe that one gift taps on another. I coach and mentor high achieving men and women. And to this day, I have not paid for any ads or any marketing campaign. My business has been all word of mouth, and I've been able to have multiple six figures. So, and the people that I train and coach with, they are now either strong 5 figures or strong 6 figures. But some of these women were already CEOs and doctors and lawyers and, senior level management in their companies, Fortune 500 companies that they work for. So that's my entrepreneurial journey so far.
I love it. And the biggest thing is that you just were sowing seeds, sowing seeds and sowing good seeds, just reaching back and pulling forward because you went through some things like with the book collaboration, being ripped off. So you went back to fill that gap so nobody else would have to go through it, right? So you created your own opportunities the whole way. So today the topic is collaboration over competition. I know a lot of people want to hear about this topic. It's a topic that has been really widely talked about, but I don't know if everybody really understands the definition of that and really what it looks like. So what I want to ask you, Jessica, is why is collaboration so important when building genuine relationships?
Because here's the thing, there's no I in team, right? And by there not being any I in team, like even when you die, you're going to need 6 people to carry you to your grave. Okay? Like people say, well, I don't need nobody. Yes, you do. You're going to always need somebody. But I believe what the scripture says. 1 can put 1,000 to flight. 2 can put 10,000 to flight. Can you imagine the impact that we can do when we come together? And of course, everybody can't be the leader. But how can I come alongside with you and work with you? Even when I was a manager in the bank, they couldn't even tell who the employee was or who the manager was because I was always working with my team. And when people know that you are willing to do the hard work as well, they're willing to do the hard work. So I am really, really huge on people getting together and working together and, helping each other get to that next level. Because as I pull you up, then you can pull me up. And it's just, we just keep on going. We keep on going. We both keep building. Because I'm going to tell you something. I don't believe that one person is better than another. And one thing I cannot stand is someone who tries to look down on another person or try to make the other person feel like they're incompetent, like they're not worthy to have what you have. No. If we can't work together, you know what I mean? I won't even put you in my team. I don't like the competitive spirit. And the reason being is because if we're on the same team, we all win. We all win.
Yes.
But when you have this I mentality, you'll never go far in life.
And I love that because we all can eat, right? And that's why you have to be careful when it comes to your team, right? You have to be careful that you know everybody in your circle and that you see the signs when you're getting ready to collaborate. So I love that what you said about, we all can eat, we all can win together, because if we're not, then if it's one-sided, then that's not a true collaboration. A true collaboration is both people are mutually benefiting and winning together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's how it always goes. And you can always tell when a person has another person's best interest, and you know what I'm saying, got their best interest at heart. Because if it's all about me, then we never succeed. And my biggest problem is sometimes a lot of times women, when they don't like each other, it's because they really don't know each other. You know what I mean? It's like that.
Right.
If I let my guard down, you might do me any kind of way. And a lot of times that comes from insecurity. I've had to work with a lot of women that I've had to help them work through that process because they've been burnt in the past and yada, yada, yada. You know how that goes. But it's all about people removing that, what's the word that I'm trying to say? It's all about people removing that insecure. It's all about insecurity, because a person can't make you feel inferior, if that makes any sense.
Yes, yes. So outside of insecurities when it comes to collaboration, what are some other reasons why you think people are afraid to collaborate in business?
Jealousy, not feeling that they're not good enough. They're all synonyms of insecurity. Because and then sometimes people just don't want to collaborate with people. They're scared somebody gonna steal their stuff or you're gonna outshine me. But my thing is, when you as bad as you say you are, nobody be able to take your spotlight. When you doing what you say you do, nobody. Like people come to me all the time and say, "Oh, somebody said they got the same business module as you." Okay, that don't have nothing to do with me,
right?
And I won't let them have anything to do. You know what I mean? And I won't let them make me feel insecure or anything to that nature at all. I'll just not deal with them. And there's nothing wrong with not. You always reserve the right to change your mind. And that's what I tell people all the time. You reserve the right to change your mind.
And we got to remember that what's for us is going to be for us, like you stated. What's for us is going to be for us. And we just have to be confident in that. And, being able to help other people get there, too. Because when you're collaborating with people, when you're going into a relationship and building those genuine relationships, that's the key. You should go into those relationships. How can you help that person? Not how can they help you?
Yeah, nobody got time for that silliness.
So,
I don't waste my time with certain things,
Yeah, I agree. So what are some strategies you would give to listeners who are trying to grow their brands but have not embraced the power of collaboration yet? They're just not there yet, but they're trying to grow their brand.
Well, the first thing I would tell them is to know their stuff. Because unfortunately, there are people who try to come along and work side of you that don't have the best intentions, and that's just the truth. Okay? So always know your brand inside and out. Secondly, get around winners, because the conversation is very, very different. Hang around people who are not gossiping, but they're actually talking about business ideas, business ventures, what's going on next in their life, how they're helping somebody else. Get around givers. People, when I say givers, I'm talking about givers of information. Because do you know how much information can change your life right now? Get with your local business chapters and learn what they're doing. Get involved in different women or men organizations. Because I'm telling you, a lot of things that you're not privy to is based on you not knowing the right person. Your answer is always in another person's hand. People say, well, God don't bless me. God always uses a man, a human, to bring the answer. Okay? So I'm just saying that you have to put yourself in a position to be blessed. T.D. Jakes wrote a book called Can You Stand to Be Blessed? So if you are the smartest person in your group, you're in the wrong group. You always need to be around someone who's going to challenge you. Like, I'm going to Dubai in October. I'm like, am I really going to go to Dubai? It's a 14-hour plane ride. Are you really going to go to Dubai? I'm like, oh my God. When I think about the hours, I'm like, that's nothing but fear trying to hold me back. Like, why can't you do that? Why can't you go? There's other people that wish they could go to London and Dubai and Paris and the Bahamas and Jamaica and all these different places that I'm booked to speak at this year alone. So, with that being said, you have to hang around people who are winners, who are going to challenge you to go to the next level. Mediocrity is for pigeons. Okay?
I love that. So, listeners, some takeaways that I got from you, Jessica, I just want to repeat. Your answer is always another person. That's key. Remember that. And position yourself. That position, you have to get in position. Position yourself to be blessed. That's key.
That's right.
Challenge yourself. And most of all, get around winners, because that conversation is different. That is a fact.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So please share with the listening audience, Jessica, some things to look for when deciding to collaborate with someone. What are some signs to look forward to that would, give you that sign that that's a good person to collaborate with?
Their conversation. They're not sitting around gossiping. They're sitting around talking about what's next. Like, they're sharing ideas. They're, I'm a woman of faith. So I always listen for that to see if God is the center of their life, or if there's someone who believes in faith, because everybody's not for everybody. And then here's another thing. Just because a person doesn't believe the way you believe does not mean that you can't do business with them. But there are some people that are just so gung-ho on that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't do that because she's doing, why? Why can't you do that? Things to that nature. So, and then another thing that is so key to me as well is I look at your past. I do look for referrals. I do want to know what you've done in the past. Because you're not to link up with everybody and everything. Everything is not for you. Everything is not for you, for me to hook up with you. So I do look at your past dealings. If you're a person, we were talking about this earlier, Ashley. So if you're a person who's known for scamming people and treating your clients wrong or bad, now that people are harassing them, no, you're not for me. I don't care if you're the marketing expert to Oprah and the Prince of Wales. If that's on your thing, I'm not gonna fool with you. I don't care. I'm all about how you treat people. Yes. The next thing that I look for consistency. Are you consistent in what you do? Or do you show up every now and then? Because I'm not an every now and then person, right?
Yep.
I'm looking for
You're not. I love it. So knowing that, the conversation, that's the key part. The conversation, and if they can't share ideas with you, that might not be the person to collaborate with. And the best thing that you did say, Jessica, was doing your research. That's important. Doing your research on people when you're getting ready to collaborate with them.
Yes. Research is everything. I feel like the more you know about people, the better you're able to make an informed decision. It's just like when it's something wrong with your brain. You're not going to go to a foot doctor and you need help with your brain. So why would you get mixed up with somebody who's going to bring damage to your brain? You have to be careful who you allow in your circle. You have to be very, but when you do collaborate, if you're going to collaborate well. Don't just collaborate to collaborate. At least I don't. I don't know how they do it around here, but I just can't do it.
Right. I love it. So, Jessica, you have more than 7 years of experience helping organizations communicate more effectively. So please share with the audience more about your services and how they can purchase them.
Oh, wow. So when I talk about I'm a full media house brand. So anything that you want to do, from publishing your books to public relations, if you're looking to get yourself in a more, if you're looking to get yourself in a in front of a large amount of people, if you're looking to just take yourself to that next level, as far as getting in front of the right person, and I will be your go-to girl. My brand is the Miss CEO, MIZ is in zebra, CEO.com. And I always say to God be the glory because I never ever would have thought this was going to be my life. I thought that I was going to retire as the president of the state of Indiana for the bank. So I'm very excited about this new venture. Well, I won't even call it a new venture, but for this path that I'm on. But if you want to connect with a sister, you can connect with me on Jessica Mosley, Facebook, and Instagram, Miss CEO, MIZ CEO, Twitter, Miss CEO, MIZ CEO. That's how you connect with me.
So please connect with her if you're serious about building your brand. And she only takes serious people, so please reach out to her if you're serious about getting to the next level. Yes. So Jessica, we know that you are very big in the media. So I would like for you to share with the listeners how you have reached these amazing goals with, being in the Huffington Post, Sheen Magazine, Forbes. How did you reach these goals, and what can listeners do to get to that next level in the media?
Well, one step at a time, but you have to put yourself in the media. What do I mean by that? You have to, let me see, how can I say it? As far as the actual, getting myself in media, I mean, I made myself newsworthy. See, a lot of people want to be in the media, but they don't have anything going on. You know what I mean? And when you get in the media like yourself, like you're on the radio, and here's another thing. Let me back up. If they won't give you the contract, create your own contract. Like a lot of times, right. Like I was trying to be a writer for some of these national magazines that I actually write for now, and they kept turning me down. So I created my own thing. Sometimes you have to create your own door. Does that make any sense? Sometimes you have to create your own door. You have to be willing to do the things necessary to get to that next level. A lot of people are constantly saying, oh, I can't do this. Okay, well maybe you can. But my whole thing is, I'm not gonna wait on anybody to open the door for me. So they started noticing what I was doing. I was consistent. It's all about consistency. They're gonna want to see that you're constantly writing. For those who you know what I'm saying. Sometimes people don't want to help you. You have to help yourself. Don't look for everybody and say, oh, I just love your book. I want you to come on my radio show. Well, if one person turns you down, apply to, reach out to 20 more radio stations. It's all about being aggressive and hungry. Until I started making noise, nobody was making noise for me. So so now I have people that want to reach out from Huffington Post and Black Enterprise and Essence and Sheen and, all of that stuff. But it's hard work plus dedication that equals success. Rome was not built in a day. There is no such thing as overnight success. No such thing. You're going to have to fight for your promised land.
I love that. You have to fight for your promised land and hard work plus dedication. That is key. And one thing I did like that you said, Jessica, which I like all of it, but putting yourself in the media. Like, don't wait for somebody else to put you there. Put yourself there. And the overall key was making yourself newsworthy, right? Have something to talk about. Make yourself marketable.
Exactly.
So I love that. And creating your own door.
That's right. Because everybody's not going to open the door for you. Believe me, they're not.
So, Jessica, your clients have appeared on the Steve Harvey Show, ABC, MSNBC, Inspire. Those were all, top shows. So, could you talk to the listening audience a little bit more about how they could pitch to them if they're interested in, some of those shows?
Okay, so here's the thing. I never pitch clients. These are relationships that I've developed over the time in media, and I would just call someone. And so I don't believe in the thing called pitching. It's like one of the biggest misconceived notions out there. I believe that a lot of times when people get on TV and all that good stuff, it's based off of who that PR person knows. And see, a good PR person has developed relationships within the media. They're not just going off of hoping and praying. Because I know plenty of PR people that reach out to me to try to get their clients onto different national media outlets in different national shows. So they want me to actually do the work for them. And I said in 2019, that's a no-no. So my thing is take the time out to develop relationships, see what that person is looking for, and then talk to them about bringing your client on. No one wants to feel used, but I never tell a client that I'm pitching them. I only guarantee results. And this is based off of relationships that I have built in the last several years.
That's awesome. The key takeaway is develop relationships. Build those genuine relationships and the doors will open. That is fact. Because relationships are more than money. The right ones. So, Jessica, you have had all this success and God is amazing. What did failure teach you?
Failure to me is not trying again. If I fail at something, if I don't succeed at something, the real failure is me not trying to get it right again, to not make things happen again, to not succeed at what I'm succeeding for. That's the real failure, me not trying again. That's the real failure.
Because failure is only a lesson. It's not even failure, it's a lesson. It means dust yourself off and go do it again, but do it better the next time.
Exactly.
So failure to you is not trying. So what did success teach you?
Success to me, that's a loaded question. When I say that I have succeeded at something, that means that I've literally helped somebody else along the way. And I helped them make their dreams a reality. That's when I succeed. When I help another person reach their goal, that's success to me. So when I bring my client more national attention, when I bring my client, when I help them increase their bottom line, that their money grows, that a conversation with me when I'm coaching them cause them to take action towards a goal, that's real success. It's not about them paying me. It's about did they get what they paid for.
I love that, and this is something you do on a daily basis, always reaching back and pulling forward. And that's the key. It's about how can you help somebody else get there. You always doing that. I mean, this is a daily thing. This is not just a conversation we're having. This is something she does every day. So I just want to commend you for having a big heart, Jessica, and just being able to touch lives all over the world as you do on a daily basis, because you are consistent. That's a fact.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome. So what can we expect? I know you're moving south. I already know that, but I want to ask this question. What can we expect from you in the future of 2019? I know you have some awesome things that you have announced that are coming up that is, you're going to travel all over the world. You got Deborah's house. Could you talk a little bit about some of the things that you've already announced to us?
Well, 2019 is a loaded year. Next thing that I have coming up, I know that I have to speak at Lexus is a sponsor for one of my authors, and I was invited. So I'll be speaking on this Friday about the Miss CEO brand. Then I have to go to another conference, another boot camp. I'm always surrounded. It's really like a VIP boot camp for some women entrepreneurs. So there'll be several celebrity coaches there that'll be there pouring into us ladies. And actually, one of my old clients gifted that to me. So I didn't expect that, but someone gifted that to me. Something that would have normally cost just $5,000 to even be in the room. Was a gift to me, so I don't take that lightly. This is just for the month of March. April 5th, of course, is our I Survived book collaboration release. Yes. So I'm very excited about that. I Survived. So I really want to say all the way up until October, November is busy month for me.
Well, I'm excited to see all the great things that you're about to birth this year, because we know it's some things that are coming out that you're going to be announcing. So I'm just excited to see all of the many blessings that you're going to, birth this year. So congratulations in advance on everything that you're about to do.
Thank you so much. But everything that I'm doing involves women.
Yes, it does.
So yes, this is definitely going to be a crazy year, but it's exciting all in one.
Awesome. So tell the listening audience just how they can follow you and contact you and get involved with some of your awesome things that you got going on. Like, if they want to be coached or they need PR or they need to write a book, how can they reach you? What are some different ways?
Well, yep, all social media. I mean, if you just Google me, Jessica Mosley, or if you even Google Miss CEO, I'm going to come up in so many forms from Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Jessica Mosley. I'm excited that that the Miss CEO podcast radio network will be in full launch come March, really in a couple of days. So I'm very excited about that. And then we have those are the ways to just connect with me. Just Google me, Jessica Mosley. I remember somebody said that to me when I was working in the bank. He said, just Google me. I'm like, what? So now when people say I could just Google her, it just makes it all so exciting. So I'm definitely excited about it.
Awesome. Well, please Google her if you need any of her services. Go Google her and reach out. Shoot your shot. I'm a big believer in that. So thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jessica, for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to let me interview you today. I just want to say thank you. And I'm excited to see all the many blessings that God is about to do in your life this year. And I'm going to bring you back on this show because I want to hear about Dubai when you come back.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you know what? May God continue to bless the works of your hands. I pray that God will continue to bless you and keep you and shine His love and favor upon you, Ashley. I pray that everything you touch, that it will prosper in Jesus' name. And I want to thank you for allowing me to come on here and so many other women. I pray that God will put that your gift will bring you before kings and queens and people that have the authority to change your tax bracket and your zip code. In Jesus' name. Those are the type of favors that I'm asking God to do for you.
Thank you so much. And I received that. Thank you so much. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. So I would like to give a special thanks to two of my mentors, Tammy Collins Marquis and John Schamberger. Also, I would like to give a special thanks to Dr. Larry White Sr. and author Kimberly McLemore. You all may follow me on Facebook at Ashley Little and on Instagram at Ashley A. Little. So we will be back here again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, which will be 8 p.m. Central. Stay tuned.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Creating Your Seat at the Table, where Ashley speaks with corporate professionals, celebrities, entrepreneurs, authors, and speakers who are transitioning or have transitioned to entrepreneurship.